Good afternoon, Kayak Marto, video number 2, which is now Farmer Martin. So we're starting at, for those of you that were paying attention yesterday or the day before when I put out that video showing all the new zones for my big yard that I'm going to turn into a big farm. Today's video, I'm going to spend most of the time back in the newer area that I'm clearing out and showing you a before picture so I can celebrate with you and with others as I'm able to clear out the stuff that I don't want and create the gardens and the beds that I'm looking to do. So starting right here from this is the east side of our house. This is east facing. I've got all this cactus that I don't like. I'm going to get rid of it, but I'm going to keep some and grow some new to make up for the ones that I'm throwing in the garbage. All this agave, that green agave got watered once to show you how green it gets so quickly. So I'm going to water it again. So a friend of mine is going to take some and utilize it. And then I'm going to put some more in pots and grow it and hopefully be able to give it to people or sell it to people that need it. But all this area here, which is all considered part of level area 5 of 6, most of this agave is going to go away eventually. The saguaros will stay, the mesquites will stay. These are very old mesquites that will stay for shade. The I Am Groot, old dead saguaro sticks right there that when you put eyes on it looks just like the Groots from that great movie. He's going to stay. But the hackberry, the green that's behind that mesquite is hackberry, and it's sharp as the devil. And I've had battle upon battle with it over and over, and I always lose. So it's going away. So that's hackberry in front of that saguaro there. It's going away. Hackberry in that mesquite brush is going away. That hackberry is going away. All this agave, all this prickly pear, except for what I can grow, is going to go away. And this is going to all be nice and clean and safe without any pack rats or anything, because they're all going to go away once all their places to live are gone. So this is part of the back 40, and you can see the raised beds. I've got one that is still on layaway from our friends in Australia. That is a 30-inch tall bed, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking at an American company to do another 30-inch deep bed where I'll be able to sit on basically instead of having to lean over. And then that over here by this beautiful giant ancient hundreds of year old saguaro is my nightmare little hackberry. And then below the hackberry is the cute little saguaro I showed you the other day. It's probably 30 years old. That will be Alyssa and her fiancés when they get married. Everybody gets a saguaro. What lives longer than a saguaro? Not much. So here we're on the north side of my 5th area. So we've got these 2 beds that are empty right now. One's going to have potatoes in it in about 10 minutes. More agave that's in the ground that I'm growing, looking nice and green, so when I put it in pots it's going to be fantastic. Down below is more agave. These are both be areas that'll be flower beds or shrubs at some point hopefully, or more raised gardens. And then Javelina buffet is right here. This is the first raised bed I did, and I made all kinds of mistakes with it, and I got so frustrated with it I ended up just getting it done. And I don't have a lid for it yet, so the javelinas have made their way into the bed several times and enjoyed the things that they thought were good. What's left in here is several lettuces. There's a javelina track right here, in case you're an outdoor person. There's a javelina track in my bed. So these are 4 different lettuces. These are, says zinnias, but I think the sign got knocked out. Those are beets. We got spinach, we got carrots, The green area there, what looks healthiest is radishes, which should be ready in 2.5 weeks. Beets, and then a lot of stuff that got eaten. So I've got to replant it all. But at some point, this is going to be my composting area once I get it finished. All these oleanders that were neglected for years. The house was built in 1970. These might as well have been, they might have been put in back then. But this now is all being watered, so it's starting to grow back, which is amazing. That corner is the corner where my office looks out on. So it's going to be all beautiful, and I'll be able to utilize this whole space from a visual standpoint. And then the other bed that I haven't decided what to put in yet, maybe onions and lettuces or something, but I have to build lids for whatever I build, wherever I put food. So I'm thinking I might just, for this year, until I get the rest of the heavy lifting done, focus on getting the beds done and getting everything else done, and then I'll worry about putting in more actual planting areas when I need them, because right now I don't need them. But you can see where if you're looking, pretend you're looking out of that window, how beautiful it's going to be. So these big stumps here are hackberry, which took me a whole dumpster, like a 30-foot dumpster, just to take care of the hackberry. It was probably 30 foot tall. So this whole area used to be blocked off. Now it's got all kinds of sun, but a little bit too much sun, so I need some shade. So for these, either I would pay for somebody to come in and take out the stumps, or I will just put a raised bed over the top of it, and then it'll be somebody else's problem later. Might be which way I go. So there's the update, the before picture of area number 5. Far end in there on the left is my archery target, which archery will go away, of course, when people start gardening in here, or when I start gardening in here. Anywho, there you have it. Happy Saturday.